Hey guys, what's going on? It's frickin' Bagwell, and today I'm going to talk about my return to Star Wars Battlefront 2, a game developed by DICE and published by EA back in 2017. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition of the game before it launched, and I was looking forward to being on the front lines of many battles in the Star Wars universe once again. However, when the game launched, it was in a rough state. It had a pay-to-win loot box-based progression system, and a lack of game modes and content were at the forefront of the disaster that was Battlefront 2's launch. Progressing in multiplayer was kind of left to RNG if you didn't want to spend more cash, and we were missing a lot of the classic Battlefront modes and planets. Heroes were also unbelievably expensive, and the hero gameplay was actually kind of lacking. DICE and EA said all future updates would be free, and they hunkered down to fix the mess that they had released. So in 2020, is Star Wars Battlefront 2 finally a good game? The short and long answers are both yes. I always thought the gameplay of Battlefront 2 was solid. The gunplay felt great, the graphics were amazing, and the sound was straight out of the movies. That wasn't the main issue the game had. The game was marred by predatory business practices and a lack of content, something DICE has more than made up for in the last few years. Not only did DICE dump the pay-to-win nature of the loot boxes, they completely revamped the progression system altogether, making it no longer an RNG-based slog to get the guns and skins you wanted. You earned things while playing the game, and real-world money didn't influence your progression. But this change was just the tip of the iceberg. Battlefront 2 lacked content, that's for sure, but DICE was busy plugging away at that as well. There have been many new game modes added here. The big ones I'm going to focus on are Capital Supremacy and the new co-op and instant action modes. When Battlefront 2 launched, the main things people played were Galactic Assault and Heroes and Villains. Other game modes suffered from a lack of population, and to this day, some still do. Referring, of course, to the Starfighter-style game modes and the game modes with smaller teams, like Team Deathmatch and Extraction. But since launch, they added Capital Supremacy, which is like the classic Battlefront experience where you capture command posts and assault enemy frigates from the inside. And it featured a ton of content from the Clone Wars, which was a thing people had been begging for since the launch of this game. Classic planets like Geonosis and Felucia were added, along with heroes like General Grievous, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Count Dooku. We have also seen new content for each of the Star Wars movies that have come out as well. The Last Jedi, Solo, and The Rise of Skywalker have all seen content updates featuring heroes, skins, and even planets and maps being added to the game. Next, I want to talk about co-op. Co-op was a godsend for people who don't like PvP or were having a hard time progressing and getting the weapons they wanted in multiplayer. It's a party of 4 players trying to defeat a horde of bots while either defending or capturing objectives. It's a blast to play, and I've spent a ton of time playing with friends. It counts towards your multiplayer progression too, so play to your heart's content. Co-op mode just saw the sequel trilogy added as well, so now you can experience 2 eras of Star Wars there. Lastly, I wanted to talk about some much-needed offline content. Battlefront 2 has always had like an arcade mode where you could do a deathmatch against the AI on these like little small maps. But there was no variety besides that, and the campaign was pretty lackluster even with the expansion. But now with instant action, you can hop onto the battlefield in full AI skirmishes over command posts on the new maps and everything. The sequel trilogy also just got added to instant action, so you can enjoy that content alongside the Clone Wars. DICE have also made fundamental balance changes. They overhauled hero combat and fixed a ton of bugs, although a few still slip through from time to time. Fix boss star cards, please. Like, seriously, they've been bugged for a month. DICE really wanted to make a full Star Wars experience and have pulled off an amazing redemption arc with this game. And with full support through the end of 2020 and a massive update just later this month, adding the sequel trilogy to Capital Supremacy along with 2 new heroes, BB-8 and BB-9E, let's just say DICE isn't done with this game yet. I've had a blast returning to Battlefront 2 and will continue to be a member of the community from this point forward. I'm looking forward to all the new content coming this year, and I hope to see some love for the original trilogy. If you're looking to get into the game, they just released the Celebration Edition, which includes all the Year 1 and 2 cosmetics along with the game. Thanks so much, and be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Have a nice one.